Hey, so I wanted to come and basically do a video and show you guys how I created my holiday video. And it was such a huge success, and I had so many questions about it. So I just wanted to do a really quick tutorial on how I did everything. And so the first question was, how did you make the backdrop for your video? And so let me share my screen. And what we're going to do is we're going into Canva, and right here where it says, search for whatever type of design template you're wanting to create. I, of course, typed in Zoom virtual background. And then it popped up all of these. So you could like work with some of these that they have, and I mean, just have really amazing backgrounds, or you could create your own. And the reason why I chose to do this was because I was trying to find pictures on Unsplash, and I couldn't find pictures that I absolutely loved and that I felt like looked really good and had good quality, like for what I was trying to do. Like there's good quality pictures on there, but I wanted like that warm Christmas holiday feeling, in the background. And so what I did was I came to photos, and okay, this right here is going to be the size. I'm just trusting that it's going to be the size that I needed it to be. And so I'm going to go to Christmas and search under photos for Christmas lights. And right here is where you're going to see like a lot of the ones I did. And so, like, here's one. And I did not use this one, but this was one that I did pick. And so I just kept adding more pages. And, as you scroll down, you'll see like tons of options. And this is just so cool because I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. And so you just keep scrolling, and I know the one that I used is in here, but you may have to scroll a minute to find it. But nonetheless, it's here somewhere. This Christmas lights is what I searched under, but for just time's sake, I'm just going to go roll through here and click it right here. And I have the pro account for Canva. Now, there is a few things that you can do to kind of get, to have like a workaround with that. Hold on, let me just put thing here in the bottom. And so I had the pro account, and I use Canva pretty much every day for my business. So I just keep the pro account. But you could do the upgrade for 7 days or however long it is, and just get the pictures that you want to use and download it, and then like, drop your account back down, your subscription back down to the free option. So you can totally do that. Now what I'm going to do is download, and I'm going to do a PNG high quality image, and I'm going to download that. Okay. And then of course I'm going to go right here, and then I'm going to do option 1. Let's see. Option 1, and then rename to option 2. Okay. And what I generally do is after I do that, I drag these to my desktop. And I've got so many screens up. It's a little tricky, but nonetheless, there we are. Okay. And so now that I'm done with that, I'm going to go back to, let's stop sharing. So I come back to Zoom, and I upload it into Zoom. So let me see if I can share my screen in Zoom. And so like this is, me here in Zoom. And to add those pictures to my virtual background, like you're seeing right now is a virtual background, to Zoom. And I'm going to create a new meeting. And so like this is, me here in Zoom. And to add those pictures to my virtual background, like you're seeing right now is a virtual background. And so I just go right here to choose virtual background. And then you click the plus arrow and add image. And then you can click all of these that we had. Just click all of those and then just add them in there. And then see, like now it just changed my background to this one. And so you'll just scroll all the way down to the bottom here. And you can just like change out all of these. So as you see, here's the one that I did. Here's another one that is up there. Here's that other one I was looking for. And so you may have to look under the Christmas, pink Christmas one, that search tab, and you'll find these, because I'm pretty sure now that I'm looking at it, that's where I had it. And I mean, like, I just wanted this really warm Christmas glow look behind it. And it kind of reminded me of like Home Alone a little bit with the yellow and red, and all of that. And so anyways, that's how I did that. And then you just hit end and end all meeting. And then this is going to save your video that you just created. So I just kept it recording even when I was like filming the whole thing. Like it was a 38-minute long video, and I just kept it recording the whole entire time. After it's done processing and doing all of everything that it needs to do, this will automatically pop up, this window here. And then what I do is I pull up iMovie. And I've actually already got iMovie pulled up here. And iMovie is this little star down here with the camera in it. And it's purple star with the camera. And you're just going to click this right here and then just pull it into iMovie, okay? And then I'm just going to close that out. But say, for instance, if it didn't just automatically, do the loading and you didn't see that pop up, you could come over here to meetings, to up here at the meetings tab, click recorded. And this is the last meeting that I just recorded, and it ends in 81. So I know that I need to look for Zoom meeting ID number 81 and on my screen, because it's going to save here. So, hold on. So like right here, this is what it's the Zoom that I just created. So that's what we pulled over into here, right there, okay? And whenever you're editing in iMovie, I always like to basically span it out, like spread it out a little bit. And you can see, like, I started, like, this is like the first portion of it, of one that I was working on. And so, as you can see, I am not quite ready here for filming. And so you just put this here, you do a right click or Command B. Yeah, Command B, split, and then just, take that portion off. And then I look at where there's like spots where there's nothing there. And I do, of course, that Command B again, Command B, and I split it. And then I can pull this like closer in, all of that. And so I just kind of go through here and just work on doing that. And that's just a little snippet of how I'm editing this in iMovie. Now, iMovie, if you need a little bit more detail with that, I would suggest looking at Google or YouTube, more than likely YouTube, because that's how I've pretty much found out how to do every single thing. And that and the video creator course that Michelle Cunningham made. That course is everything that you'll need on learning how to basically edit this whole process. And if you need me to, just ask me for my my link to that, because I have like a link to where you can, get to that course. And it's a really good course, and I highly recommend it, because it goes over all of the nitty-gritty of using this program. And and then like I basically recorded the whole video in Zoom, and like I just pulled it over into here. So I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions on that, but I recorded the whole entire thing in Zoom and then pulled it into here and edited. And then the other thing that I wanted to show you is the Ken Burns effect. And so, for instance, where let's see. Okay, so like this one right here, when I'm talking, you can go right here, go to the crop area, and then do the Ken Burns. And this is it's gonna start here and end here. And so you'll really play. Christmas glow. And so the background will move subtly. Okay. And so that's what you want to do for making that little, like for it to move in the background behind you. You also want to be sure, let me kind of get out of there, and then that'll kind of do that. And so you just want to be sure that portion of the video, like wherever you're filming, like with your backgrounds like that, I would totally have it, kind of moving in and moving, doing the Ken Burns thing. It just gives it a really nice effect. Say for instance, if you wanted to speed something up, you hit this little timer, and this is just a little quick overview of iMovie. But you hit that little timer button, and then you can speed it up and go like fast. And then that whole thing will talk really, really fast. Let's see. So you can do that. Now, you probably don't need to do that for this video. You probably, there may be certain areas where you could do the really, really fast. If you're showing how to wrap something, that would be a good time to do something like that. But other than that, I would not, I probably wouldn't do that for that, but I just wanted to show you that that is an option that you could do. And so to take that off, you're going to basically go back here to speed, and you can even shoot, do 2 times faster, 4 times, 8 times, 20 times. So let's change it back to normal just because we know that that's something we've got to do. I just pull all of my stuff in from from my desktop. The other thing that I wanted to show you was I used music from pond5.com. So let me go to, and I have the music saved over here. So that the Christmas music that you heard, you just pull it in. Let's see. My little slider bar. You pull it in, actually, let's move. Let me delete that out. Hold on. We're going to go all the way over here. We're going to open Pond 5. And then I'm just going to pull this down here into the bar there for the music. And whenever you're first putting, like music on, in there, I always kind of pull this right here, and it softens it so that when it's first coming on, it's not like bam. And then I also dropped it down to like 3%. It's just a little bit of music that you can hear in the background. And then also you want to pull the end here so that it doesn't just end abruptly. And it just, it does, like, it just gives you that soft, like, descend out. So that is basically what I did. And then you can just keep putting it in there. So like basically pulling and just keep putting in, pulling, keep pulling in until you get to the end. There's probably an easier way. There's probably like a way that you can make it go all the way to the end. But that's how I did it, just for, that little bit of a video, because it was a very short video. So this clip is like probably 30 seconds. And so I only had to do it like 3 or 4 times. And so it was no big deal. Whenever you go to Pond 5, you want to go here and you type in pond5.com, and you're going to go click music tracks. Okay. And then just type in Christmas music. And I generally set this over here down to $15. I think that's about the cheapest that you can get. And then you can choose the type of Christmas music you want. And so I think this one was similar to the one I had. But you can click all of these. kind of listen to each one and see what type of sound that you're going for that you want. And then you can add it to your collection. If it's like, say, like one that you really like, you can hit this and it'll add it to your collection. So as you see, I have holiday music collection and it's going into that one over there. So that is something you can do, or you can, as you add them all in there and you decide which one you want, then you can add it to your cart. And once you add it to your cart, you of course can go to the checkout option. Okay. And actually the one that I did was Winter's First Snow. Okay. If you want to know the exact one, this is it right here. Winter's First Snow. And it was just like the perfect little jingle, you know. And once you basically pay for it, it'll send you the download link, or you can download it right from here. So just know that. And you just add it in. You want to have some type of music. It just kind of gives it a little bit of elevation there. There are some things in iMovie that you can use, but there's just, you know, it's very generic, and I didn't find a tune that was going to work. Like, it was like sounds and stuff like that. So I just didn't find basically like something that I could put behind it that seemed to work. And so that is everything. So let me minimize, close that, and come back here, and we'll stop sharing, and I'm back to the main screen. So I hope that that was helpful. If you have any questions, please just, you know, comment below or message me and just ask me. But that's pretty much, well, what I did and how I made it all work. And just filmed it all in, like I said, filmed it all in Zoom, pulled it over to iMovie, edited in iMovie, downloaded music from Pond 5, and that was everything. So anyways, I hope this is helpful, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.